Somebody call the law. Somebody call the law. It got to be illegal for me to be so wrong.
What up, though? Heist man, the folk talk that talk, ghetto news and opinions, man. Rob Manfred, let me holler at you right quick. If y'all know what I'm talking about, man, I'm talking about the MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred. Listen what he just did, yo. Breaking news: Commissioner Rob Manfred removed Pete Rose, Shoeless, Joe Jackson, and other deceased players from the Major League Baseball's permanent ineligible list. Manfred ruled that the MLB's punishment of banned individual ends upon their deaths. They are now presumably eligible for election into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Y'all know what that mean, man. That mean we might get Pete Rose up in there, man. Big shout out to Pete Rose, man. R.I.P. to Pete Rose. But yo, him and Shoeless, Joe Jackson, they can get up in there in the Hall of Fame now. If y'all don't know who Pete Rose is, man, he was a great baseball player, the all-time hits leader. I think what is what's that the Japanese kid from Izushi shit? I forgot his name. I'm sorry about that, man. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Played for the Seattle Mariners. Ichiro, I think so. Y'all know what I'm talking about though. But he the all-time hits leader. Pete Rose is, man. He be hitting the ball. Can't nobody hit the ball better than him. He hit the ball. Shoeless Joe Jackson. He got in trouble for that 1919 World Series debacle. I think they made a movie about it. Crazy. Eight men out. Y'all should go check that out, man. Talking about that. I think that's what that movie was about. But they fixed the the World Series, fixing games, man. But yo, they said they can get it in the Hall of Fame this time. And Pete Rose, he deserved to be in there for sure. I don't really know nothing about Shoestring Jackson. I mean, I say Shoestring, but Shoeless Joe Jackson. I don't really know too much about him. Just from 1919. My kind wasn't like back then. You know, I couldn't be back then. If I go to the time machine, I would not go see Shoeless Joe Jackson. But real talk though. But they can finally get in the Hall of Fame now. That's all this showed me though. What it's telling me right now is that they did this, like, you got to die. If you got some controversy with you, you got to die to get into the Hall of Fame. They're not gonna let you enjoy that as a if you have some controversy going on with you, and like, there's a lot of people that got Hall of Fame careers that supposed to be in the Hall of Fame, but they got a little smut on their name. People like Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds, like, man, come on, y'all know what he was doing, man. He hit all them home runs. I think he broke Hank Aaron, his godfather. I think that's his godfather. But he broke that record, 756 of all time. The most home runs ever. He been hit. But everybody knew he blew up. He got kind of bigger. His head got bigger. Everybody. But see, the thing about that during the steroid era that gets me, that I'm thinking about, is like, they was on it. They was on it. Both sides were on it, right? First of all, Barry Bonds, he never tested positive. He never tested positive for no steroids. Everybody just thought he was. It was like, because everybody else was. Just because you thought he was, that mean he was in everybody's eye. He never tested positive. You ain't got no evidence that he did nothing. But everybody kind of know. Or do they know? You know what I'm saying? We live in the court of opinions instead of court of law. Everybody's opinion. My beard look kind of crazy. The court of the law, he ain't never did nothing, you know. Ain't nothing been proven innocent, found guilty, whatever, blase, blase. You know, but everybody's opinion, because like, I'm talking about, even the pictures was on it. The pictures was on it too. Roger Clemens, he might got a shot now to get into the Hall of Fame. It's a lot of people during this steroid era that was doing their thing, and everybody was cheering for him. They was rooting for him, man. Everybody that was, baseball was at its peak. Who else? A-Rod, Ellis Rodriguez. He got caught though. You know, he got caught like 12 times, man. It's like he was a habitual user. What's my man's name? Not Manny Fresh, but Manny Ramirez and A-Rod. You know, they names were heavy in it back then. You know, everybody knew about them. I'm talking about, baseball was so great back then, man. Y'all remember Mark and Sammy when they had their home run thing? Mark McGuire, yo, that dude got big as shit. But they was racing for 70, I believe it was. And it was a race, back and forth. You keep seeing the games on TV. It's like, man, it was a nice time for baseball back then, man. And the crazy thing about it that I don't understand is like, they was on it, the pitchers and the hitters, right? Or the batters, whatever you want to call it. But the thing I never got about, like with Barry Bonds and not A-Rod, but Barry Bonds and what's my man's name? Sammy Sosa and Mark, they still had to hit the ball. You know, you got to have hand-eye coordination. You got to still get a hit. Even though they was getting home runs and all that stuff, and maybe they got a little bit more juice, more power, but you still got to hit the ball. You know how hard it is to hit a baseball? It is hard. I played baseball. Played a lot of baseball growing up. But, yo, that ain't what I'm talking about. Yo, that's crazy. I just think that they can get in the, damn, I lost my train of thought thinking about my baseball career. I mean, I came out of retirement, too. I was like 35. Well, I was struggling trying to get to first base. I got a hit playing softball. I had to slide to first base. I was, I can't do this no more. Oh my God, I'm old. I was old, man. I was about 37. Trying to play baseball after not playing since 14, 15. That's crazy. I think I played a little bit. 14, 15, yeah. But yo, that ain't what we're talking about though. Now I'm just saying, Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, y'all can get in probably. After y'all pass away, though, they're not going to let y'all enjoy it and reap the rewards and the benefits of being a Hall of Famer. They ain't going to let you put on that gold jacket, green jacket. Did they have a jacket in Baseball Hall of Fame? I don't know, man. But, yo, y'all remember when Sammy Sosa's walking around looking like a vampire? That's nasty word. Everybody forgot about that. He had the green eyes, the white face, and the white face. It was like, yo, you trying to get away from all that. I don't know, man. That's the news though, man. That's what it boils down to. It's just the news. Rob Manfred, the commissioner of the baseball league, he came out with this statement right here saying, yo, he ruled the punishment of banned individuals ends upon their death. And now they are presumed to be eligible for the election into the Hall of Fame. So that's what it all boils down to. All these great players and stuff, you're going to have to die to make it to the Hall of Fame now, dude. Because you had smut on your name, even though you had a great career. And Barry Bonds had a great career before he got alleged, not even caught, before he started hitting all them home runs. Like his first 5 years, or he could have made it into the Hall of Fame. He had a Hall of Fame career, maybe not 5, but 10. He played a long time in baseball, man. So he had a great career. Mark McGwire, a lot of these they had great careers, but then they got into that steroid era. Them little 3, 4, 5 years in that little era right then, boy, it was mixing shit up. It was like, we ain't let none of y'all in. So, yo, big shout out to Pete Rose, man. He finally gonna get to make it in. He should have been in, yo. He was a manager. He bet on games, not because of what he did on as a baseball player. They got him for what he did as a manager. Nothing he can control. It's crazy, man. Anyway, I go live on the channel every Friday at 9 p.m. talking about something. I don't know what it's going to be. I just know it will be Friday, and I will be live at 9 right here on this channel. Y'all come through and holler at me, man. Hit that like button, the comment button, the share button, the subscribe button, the notification bell. All them good buttons you got to hit to get this pimping that I'm putting out when I put it out. And like I said, I go live on Friday nights, man. Come through, join the conversation, and holler at your boy, Heist Man the Foe. Talk that talk, ghetto news and opinions.
This is a dangerous groups that we're dealing with now.
All right. This time, but I'll be back, and sooner than you think. Wherever there's prejudice, ignorance, inequality, I'll be there.